Hello guys out there, welcome back to the bench. Today we're going to be going over SMS brand, Scale Modeler Supply, Metallic Metal Colors. I have so many of these paints in their lineup that to test them all in one video would be a disservice to it. So I figure we'll focus on the opaques, the pearls, and the color shifts, and I'll do them in separate videos. But to start off with, we'll go ahead and start with the Metallic Metal Colors. It's a favorite topic of mine, starting way back with my all-clad obsession. And but before we get going, let's announce the winner. To the Badger 360 airbrush. Ooh, I already lost the bottle. Come on now, we're getting cluttered here, guys. There we go. All right. The winner is Frankie T, or Slowness, on YouTube. I didn't put the last name. I don't know if I had permission, but I figured I'd go with Frankie T. Slowness, you are the winner. I've already notified, and I've heard back, so we're out. Arrangements already made. It'll go out Monday in the mail, off to you. Don't worry if you haven't won. I have many more airbrushes, brand new, to give away. I have a compressor to give away. I got more kits I got in to give away. So there's a lot of giveaways coming up, probably more than any other channel. And so don't worry if you didn't win. Just congratulate Frankie, and maybe you'll be the next winner. Let me get this out of the way. Oh, just so you guys know what we're showing here. Keep showing the closed case. There you go. I'll put the manual in there. This one has never been touched, as I got two of them, and I might even give the other one away. We'll see if I want to keep it or not. It's a choice and decision I haven't made yet. But anyway, today we're going to be going over SMS Metallic Colors. I believe this is every one they sell. I went out of my way to get every one, unless they've added since then. Dark bronze, silver, stainless steel. I should show the bottom. Steel, gunmetal, super silver, copper, Inca Gold. Switch hands here. Light bronze. Oh, nice color. That's a nice color. Brass. Red gold. Some of these have a real large metal flake, and I'll get into that in a second with you guys. Can you see that? We're going to mix it up here. There we go. Aluminum. That's the Big Brothers lineup. Those are all airbrush ready out of the bottle, pre-thinned. And they have this lineup. I don't know if I have every color. I don't think I do, but I wanted to try some. So I have advanced copper in these tiny jars, 10 milliliters, and advanced rich gold. What this is these are brushable. They're thick. That's why they're in a smaller bottle. I think you can just 50-50 double them up, and you pretty much end up with the same size bottle if you're going to airbrush it. But this is a means to the company to get out paints that you can brush, like little testers bottles, and you can brush them on. So I will brush. I'll start a sample, show you guys me brushing it on, and then I'll have them dry fully, and we'll go over those over the camera. And then what I'll do is I will actually thin one of these, and we'll airbrush it too and see if there's a difference. Maybe I'll do the copper. We can compare it to that copper. Maybe that's what we'll do. And that's all. All right. Now I have a couple of primers here. They call it for the jet black. It should be over a shiny base, but I don't think it matters in early testing. So I did mostly shiny bases. You can see my pre-sprayed spoons. This is Tamiya Black, TS14. And I also did, look at this beautiful coverage of this. This is Color Shift Base Coat Black from Testers. Got this at Hobby Lobby before the price went up. I went the other day, it was 10 bucks a can, just like I thought it was going up. But look at how nice this went on too. It worked on both. I tested both, so there's no real reason to go over them. It comes out the same behind the scenes testing. So we'll probably use the Tamiya or the Testers throughout the test. I'm going to spray some on a bare Gunpla piece. and then I'm going to put some on over a primer. So I'll take maybe the gray, as I found it covers everything pretty well. So maybe I'll put gray or this black primer on this piece, and I'm going to put it on with this Sparmax flyer. I use this mostly for primers. You fill the jar. It's pretty unique. I've done a video on it about a year ago. You just fill it up with the paint and plug her in, and it's, you know, it's not dual action, but it sprays almost like a misting spray can. It's a pretty unique product. If you want, you can go back about a year or so at least and see my video on this, but actually you're going to see it right now. So I'll show you this little gadget. We'll spray this one piece and let that dry, and then we'll show you what it looks like over a different color. So maybe I will do the gray primer on that. I already pre-sprayed some black, flat black primer there, so we'll see how it goes over flat black, see if it changes the shininess of it or not. And that's all. I'm not going to airbrush all of them, which is mainly to see, well, I'm going to have them all airbrushed. You will see all of the results at the end, but on camera, maybe I'll spray 5 of them, and I want to spray one of these to see how the pre-thinning goes with that. For this, I will go with my, haven't used this on camera yet, my Extreme Patriot 105. This is a 0.3 or a 0.35 needle, which is what they recommend, and it's got the high roller trigger. And then for these thicker metal flakes, particularly the red, look at this. Look at these flakes. I found a little clogging. So with that, I think I'm going to go ahead and go beyond what they recommend and go to my 0.5 millimeter Badger, the regular Badger Patriot 105. And you can tell it's the 0.5 millimeter by the blue on the end of the needle. That's how they have them color coded. And that's all. We're going to shake them all up. I put a ball bearing in some of these already. We're going to go ahead and shake them up. I will use my 4E's paint shaker. Matter of fact, here we'll show you what it looks like before it gets shaken. You can see it's not even mixed at the top here. All right, and then we're going to go ahead and do both sides. And now look at that. It is pre-thin, and it's really, really blended really well. It mixes up really quick. So I'll go through all these off camera. I'll just get them all shaken up and ready to go. Just hold her down. It's easy to see with this these deep metallic ones. Look at that. So that came right off the bottom. Look at that. So it shakes and mixes really well. Nice glass bottles too, they come in. So let me get this out of the way. And that's it. So I'm just going to shake them up and put them right in. I will start with the Sparmax. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and primer up one of them. Here is the Sparmax Airbrush. This is called the Flyer. I got some Sparmax Airbrushes coming in, so we are going to be testing some Sparmax Airbrushes. This is the newer version of this. This is a solvent resistant, meaning we got the glass jars, and the earlier model had plastic jars. And you just fill this up with paint. There's your needle built into the jar. We put the paint, or the primer in this case, in there. Plug this in. It fits in a certain way. It's got a hexagon shape there, and then you dial it, plus or minus, for a wider or a skinnier or thinner angle. See, you turn this part right here, and that's it. And that's, you just put your air hose and you're off to town. So I will show you that at the booth when we put on some of that gray primer, which will be this one right here. So let me get all this stuff prepped, and we'll meet you over at my new paste spray booth and get the test going. All right, guys, here we are at the booth. I got my Sparmax Flyer hooked up to the compressor. I got it set to almost 30 psi. Got to go a little higher with these type of airbrushes. Here I got some of the SMS primer. So now we just adjust it. Let me show you what we got to do. That's it. I can go even higher, I believe. Let's crank this right up when we're working with primer. There we go. It's shaped weird, but it comes out straight. See it? It's a slight downward turn for it. Does a nice even job too. It's not even like sloppy or heavy. It's really unique how it works. Trying to get it so you guys can see it. That's it. I mean, I'm really loading it up just so you guys can see it working. Tested this on a car body and it worked fine. It worked perfect. It's better than a spray can. There you go, nice and even. I mean, it's just primer, you know, but there's a reason for this. I'm going to show you guys how it looks over the primer and over bare plastic, you know. So all what you do is you dump this out, pour some thinner in it, shake it up, blow the thinner through it, and you clean it right out. And you just keep the jars. There's no nozzle to clean, you know, other than shooting a little thinner through it. So there you go. Let me pause this, and we'll go on to the full test. All right, guys. First up, we'll go with Super Silver. And with this, we are going to use the Extreme Patriot 105. I'm at 15 PSI, which is a good PSI for the Patriot series of airbrushes. This is Tamiya black, gloss black from the spray can. Goes on really nice. Early test behind the scenes here proves to be one of those paints that looks a bit different once it's dried. Whereas it might look uneven and blotchy, it ends up drying at a really, really smooth and even look. Alright, there we go. We'll let that dry. Clean out the airbrush. Spray some lacquer through this, and then maybe a shot of acetone onto the next color. Alright, next up we have Gunmetal. Same airbrush, the Extreme Patriot. Here we go. Sprays nice and even, almost like an all-clad. There we go, nice and even, really nice. Wow, look. We'll go over it a little more closer under the lights of the bench. It even dries smoother than that, and really good results. Anyway, let's move on to the next color. All right, guys, next up, light bronze. And we're going to go over the primered piece that we did with the Sparmax Flyer. Oh, nice color. These are very much in the vein of the all-clads, for sure. Beautiful. All right, here we go. Let's go on the sides here first. we're gonna paint. Yeah, no problem with the paint amount. Let's get the bottom of this foot. It's from a Zaku, I think. Here we go. Looking good. Put that aside. I think this is pretty even. Super nice. Wow, looks great. All right, I'm going to change airbrushes because I'm going to move on to the heavier metallics. So let me switch this out and move on. All right, guys, next up is copper. All right, switched up to the Badger 105 Patriot, the regular Patriot, the 0.5 millimeter needle. Now we're going to go a little more gentler on the pullback here. But with this paint, you can actually see little metal flakes flying through the air. They're really beefy flakes. And I found a little bit of clogging going on with the smaller needle. But I had no problems once I switched up to this 105 with the 0.5 millimeter needle. Really good looking paint though. Look at that. No problem at all with this airbrush. Beautiful color. Let's go ahead and instead of emptying this out, let's try it over white. Just so you guys can see what you end up with. It really does need a darker base. Now you can use a dark navy blue type instead of black. Big difference. Man, it really does need a dark base. I did it on purpose so you guys can see. Anyway, let me grab the Inca Gold and let me clean this up. Okay, next up, Inka Gold. This is a real bright color. All right, here we go. Trying to make sure we are dust free here. We are. Here we go. Oh, really nice. A little nicer than I thought it would be. Look at that. Real nice. Yeah, I mean, you can really see the flake, but it has a terrific look about it. I didn't test this one yet, so I don't know how this one's going to dry. If it's going to have that semi-gloss look to it, or it's going to end up looking like this, but we'll find out together. Anyway, it's sprayed nice, that's for sure. Look at that. All right. Now, let me clean this out, and I'm going to brush on one of these out of the jar. We'll do it here at the booth. I'll brush some on a spoon, and then I'll airbrush it, and we'll see the difference. And then we'll go over all the colors. Alright guys, what I did was, I'm going to take some directly out of the jar. I'm going to paint some on this black spoon, and I got some more plastic I will show off camera. And look at this. I thinned it 50-50 for the airbrush. I didn't have the thinner on me, but I had leveling thinner from Mr. Color. I use that for almost everything, either that or my own Mecha Empire leveling thinner. It's just about the same. Either one will work great. But let's go ahead, without pouring this out, let's just go ahead and see if we can dunk this in here. Yeah, it's good. And let's just load her up here. I imagine it's like the airbrush colors where they dry nicer than them going on, so to speak. You're gonna get a wet coat when you do this too, like testers. I guess it's if you want to brush and do it and airbrush it. You get with this lineup. Now all the colors aren't available in this, but they do have some clear, and they have some clear flats and glosses. I'll be trying those. I do have those. Let me put this aside. We'll let this dry for quite a bit of time. Now let me get this brush in some thinner. Hold on. Let me cap this. Now let's go straight ahead into airbrushing it. I wonder if I should use the smaller needle airbrush. I think I will. Let me get the extreme. Hold on, guys. It's right behind me. There we go. Yeah, we'll use this. It doesn't have that bigger flake that the other gold had there, that Inca Gold. All right, let's go ahead and see how this stuff airbrushes. I kind of like it. Now it's not quite the same gold. This is called rich gold, so it's not quite the same. So it is going to have a different look to it. But boy, it comes out nice and even. Wow. Look at that. All right. All right, I brushed the other one. And everything else has been sprayed off camera, so you guys get to see all of them. We just want to see how, at least half of them perform in real time, and we did that. So let me go ahead and clean this out, wait for everything to dry, and we'll go over everything back at the bench. We will see you there. All right, guys, here we are back at the bench. We got the results, and they're pretty good. Don't know if I want to go in any kind of order here. Not that it matters. Let's go ahead with red gold. And you can see what I meant by the metal flake is really prominent. Look at that. And that's why I went with the larger needle on that. All right, aluminum. All right, this is over Tamiya black. This is the black base. And I want to show you it over white. So this one had no difference over whatever it went over. A little lighter there, you can see, but smooth. Both have the same sheen. It's pretty much identical. That said, brass over black, it has a metal flaky to it, but not as much as the red gold, that's for sure. You can really see the flakes in the jar. However, when you spray it over, like I took this blue Gunpla piece, look at it. It's just, it doesn't cover at all. It just pulled up. So it didn't, it really has to go over a black. All right. Next up, steel over black. Beautiful color. This I like. This is a very all clad type finish, like an actual natural metal look to it. Really nice. Durable. This has been drying for a while, so show you its durability. Oh, right off. Right off. Look at that. Is that under black? Yes, it took the black off with it. I think that's the spoon. Not the, yeah, it's the spoon. Yep. These new plastic spoons I've been getting have been awful. So I don't even know if I can use a durability test because it even took the Tamiya paint right off. Too bad too, because that was a nice color. Well, there's the color. Hey, I don't edit my videos, so you guys get to see what happened there. Man. Oh, let me show you. This is the steel. Over this is, I did this, this is a marker from the Gundam marker spray paint. system, airbrush system, and this is it sprayed over. Look how nice it looks there. I think that's a cool look. See that? You can see it right there. So I do like that, and this is probably durable compared to the other one. Yeah, these spoons are really, these are my new spoons from the deli, and these also have a chemical in them. I tried sanding them. I can't win no matter what I try. Everything, it's all looking like that. So all I can use these for is to see what the paint looks like. I'm going to stop buying plastic strips and just go model building plastic strips and start using them. Here is silver. All right, this is over the black base. Nice, even silver. This is over Tester's spray can black base. I want to show you how it works on both. And this is over the bare plastic. So look at that. No real difference on the silvers or the aluminum so far. Look at that. All right. This is it over, directly over this green piece from that Zaku kit. Ready? There we go. Look at that. Nice and even. It covered nice. That was without a primer. This seems to be more durable. Obviously, yeah, because I think it's with these plastic spoons lately. They've been really awful. Dark bronze. All right. This is over bare plastic. This is over black. Again, no true difference on some of these, and then you get these, which really needs to be over black. You got to experiment, I would guess. Now this was directly over this blue foot, which you saw on this one here on camera. Now, the reason why I primed this one is this one I didn't prime, and you can see. Can you see it? It melted. It did that hazing thing that one of their other ones did, and this is after I put a gloss coat over it. And it just couldn't help it. But you can really see it here. See it? Right there. So it didn't really, it seemed to have gotten sucked into it or whatever it is with this plastic. So what I wanted to do was, I wanted to prime the same foot and put a similar color over it. So let's put this dark bronze back. Let's go with light bronze. All right, and that's the light bronze over black. And this is it over that gray primer that I did with the, where is it? You saw me put it on with the Sparmax Flyer airbrush here. At the very beginning, we put their gray surfacer on it. And it doesn't seem to have that effect. See it? It's just even. So the primer over the piece first helped a lot. Quite a bit. I mean, we'll look at it here. Same piece. See how it's shiny and even on this one? Well, smooth. It's not a shiny color. But see how it's all absorbed on this one without the primer. Look at that. Look at that. Much better with the primer. That's why I wanted to do both. Really nice color, too. Light bronze. All right. Gunmetal. Kind of close to the light bronze almost, right? It's a little lighter. Really nice gunmetal. Real nice color. Inca Gold over black. Very nice. All right, we just saw the bronze. Super silver. I do like this. This is a nice polished look. Where's the regular silver we did? Right here. I mean, compared to this, look at this. See it? It's almost like a polished spoon or something. Look at that. So that's silver, and that's super silver. You can't see it better than that. So I did like this one quite a bit. Here is copper. Very nice copper. And this is it over white. Almost like a ghosting color there. Really needs to be over black, that's for sure. stainless steel. Now this is pretty unique. This one I did off camera. I'm going to show you what I did. This was it over their primer, their flat black primer, and it actually comes out dull like the primer. But this is it over gloss black. This is the same color. Look at that. Stainless steel. One of my favorites of all of them. Glossy black, the flat black base. Two complete different colors and textures. Look at that. Anyway, this is it over gloss black, how you're supposed to do it. Isn't that great? Great color. All right, now let me show you something. Part the C's here a little bit. Here is the little bottles. I did them both. Did the copper and that. Here it is brushed. This is the rich gold in the jar. I brushed it. Look at it once it dried. I knew in early testing with the copper it's going to dry nice and even. I mean, you see some brush strokes, but you saw that was just one quick going over. All right. I also brushed it onto this Gunmetal piece. This is that green sprue that other piece came off of. Look how nice and even that is. I mean, again, you see some brush strokes and some little gapping, but that's the first coating, you know. And I brushed it onto this plastic plate. Look how nice and even. But the real shocker here is how nice it airbrushed. This is the best looking this is the best looking one, I think, of all of them. It's just got this, maybe because it's rich gold. I don't have it in the big bottle, rich gold, if it's even available in the big bottle. But look at this. This is a beautiful gold. I mean, it don't even compare to these other ones. Let's try this Inca Gold. This will be the closest we can get. See, it still has that flaky look where this is like almost, it's plated. It's a beautiful look. And that came from this thin 50/50 with Mr. Leveling Thinner. Look at that. That might be the winner so far. And the same with the copper. That's it brushed on. Oh, hold up for you guys. Advanced copper. That's it brushed on. Look at how even. And then I took a blue piece where this foot came from. See, it's off the same sprue. Ready? Look at that. That is brushed on, guys. It brushes on like my Mecha Empire paints, because they brush on terrific too. You know, you don't even see the brush strokes when you're done. Same thing. Look at that. Here it is brushed. And this one I didn't airbrush at all. I just tested this to see how they airbrushed, and obviously phenomenal. So yeah, these are really nice. You get the best of both worlds. You can brush it and airbrush it, and both results are fantastic. So there you go. That is their metallic lineup. Very nice paints. Don't go by it peeling off the spoon, because all these spoons I've tested lately, all of them stink. I've sanded them. I've done everything I could. The primer comes off them. I put them in a bath of alcohol and put them in the ultrasonic cleaner and did it that way, and I still can't get these things to work anymore. I'm going to shift over to, let me show you guys. Shift over to, this is Plastistruck. They make a lot of stuff for dioramas and stuff, but so you can get it in black, gray, white, and I'm just going to start cutting these strips up, which I started doing already, and testing my paints on that. At least I know there's no chemicals involved with them. It's made for modeling, so no interference at all with that. Of course, if I just want to look at the color, how it's going to come out, spoons, I still will be using them. As far as the durability of this, I can't test on these, because no matter what I do, it's still going to peel the paint off, but at least I get to see what the colors are going to look like. And that's it, guys. That's the test. I highly recommend them. These are really good paints. We got more to go with them. Like I said, hold on, let me show you. See, I got other paints in the lineup. Orange, I got fluorescence, I got color shifts, pearlescence, some crystal colors where you paint them over the black and they come out with a different color altogether. So I have a bunch of more of their paints. We're going to do them in different parts as a series, so we can get through all of them. I have almost 100 bottles from them, so it's going to be a lot to get through. Anyway, guys, that is the test. A couple announcements are coming up this week. I'll be adding colors to my Mecha Empire paint line. adding military colors, grays and olive drabs, and all flat colors are coming to my Mecha Empire lineup. I'll announce it next week. I'll bring up the logo probably early in the week. I'll show you guys the new logo. And I have a full lineup of paints test coming. Paints I've always wanted to test that are on the way in. I hopefully will have them by the end of the week. And I'll make the announcement soon on those. I've been waiting a long time, years, to get these paints in America, and I'm finally going to get them in. And they will be available in America. And we're going to test all of them. I'm very excited about that. That's also coming up. And I got a few more giveaways coming up too. So be on the lookout for that. So please like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell. A lot of you guys have missed a few of my videos, particularly giveaways. Some guys have asked how to get involved. I said, well, you got to be notified, because I'm giving stuff away quite often now. So if you guys want to be a part of that, hit the notification bell, so you guys can be on top of that. Anyway, guys, I want you guys to have a wonderful weekend. I'm still adding to the desktop. Any Jujutsu Kaisen fans out there? My wife loves this show. And I got Tenjiro over here. I got his sister over here. I got to unpack her. And I got somebody else to put up here from Jujutsu Kaisen. And, of course, my Gundam head is here. It's a mug, but for me, he's just a Gundam head on my bench. I'll put links below for these. There's only one distributor in America that sells these. That's USA Gundam Store. I had a code for them, but they no longer are taking codes. They removed the codes from their website, so I can't give you guys a code. But I got many of my paints from them, and the other half I got from the company themselves in Australia. And don't be afraid to order from them, because, boy, they packed them good. The shipping was cheap, and they arrived quick, like within a week. So don't be afraid to order from the Australian company themselves. Great guy, too. He reached out to me when I needed help. And so, great company to work with. Anyway, guys, that is the test. I hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for the next test. And guys, have a wonderful day and have a great rest of your weekend.